There we go. Whew. Let's see if everything's still working after 2 weeks. Maybe, maybe not. Oh. Well, this is the point of the starting student screen, right? To prep. And moment of truth here. Is the game gonna show up on screen? I'm hoping it does. Hey, alright, the game's working. Care. Wait, oh my, wait, why is chat not showing up for me on my side? Hold on. Okay, y'all gonna have to spam chat a little bit today if I don't read your comment, because the chat on my screen is completely empty, and behind my character I see someone that said hi. Care says hi to Mama Cat. Star Chart with 100 followers over on Z Twitch. Jenny, thank you for becoming a member. I have no idea what level at all. My screen's not working. Hold on. Can I show you all what I see on my screen? Hold on. Capture. Display capture. I'm going to say... right side. Y'all going to see what my OBS looks like for a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. Nope. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. Properties. This is going to be display number 2. All right, y'all going to see Inception within Inception. My chat is MIA. Nothing. Chat is empty. This is empty. So I'm going to try and read chat from the bottom behind my character, so that means I have to move my character in and out of the way. I hope everyone's doing well. No idea who said hi other than Star Chart and Care, I think. And I think Jenny was here. I'm assuming Mama Cat was. I think I saw Mama Cat. I know Marie will probably hop on at one point. If not, Marie's already here. I hope you're doing well. Wait, no, where's my trash can? That's the issue we ran into last time. We are in a bit of a time crunch today. Nothing's wrong with my dog. I just have to take her to the vet to get her anal glands expressed. So I have to do what I can within a certain time frame. Jenny, how are you all doing? There were a few of you. I don't think anybody here reacted to it, but I know a few streamers did react to the Nintendo Direct. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not surprised there was no Animal Crossing release, but there was one specific game that I saw. For the split 1 second, just a 1 millisecond, I thought it was new Animal Crossing release. I'm gonna be very honest. I saw that, I was like, oh, no way. No way is the Animal Crossing release coming out. Hey, Marie! Already here, crocheting, though. Hands, no word, crochet away. Copper! Oh, I can't read. Oh, yeah, that game. Let me tell you all something. This is about to become... Oh, boy. Y'all gonna have to... Hold on. We're gonna do something. Hold on. I need to be able to see chat. And the annoying thing is... Hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna move chat here. We are gonna do Alt up. Hey, look at... Problem solved. That's how I'm gonna see chat today. My lawyer said that I'm not allowed to voice my opinion on... Jenny, wait. Wait, are you talking about the other thing that happened, Jenny? The big... so much happened this week, y'all. I've lost track. I watched the Direct. a lot when I did not watch the direct. I did the skimmy skim thing where I know some of y'all do this for videos. You ever just look at the video and just grab the little bar and go to the side, like, all right, 10 minutes in, let's see what we're talking about. 15 minutes in, and I realized it was over an hour. I was like, let me just skim this. And my eye caught at the split second they showed a new Pokemon game with Ditto. The first frame of it, tell me you did not think of Animal Crossing. I need many hours of my day to play games. I need more hours too. I'm not gonna lie though, this channel is about to go from Animal Crossing to Pokemon real quick if there's multiplayer in that Ditto game. If there's multiplayer in that Ditto game, I don't know the proper name for it. I'm calling it a Ditto game. We are gonna switch to that game and we're gonna have a blasty blast. That's what I did first, just to see if anything would catch my eye. YouTube search. I was just hoping to see a frame of some Animal Crossing stuff. The direct was so. Y'all, hold on. Can I just... Hold on, we're gonna change topic just for a split second. Just for a split second. I'm not sure y'all saw the post. Y'all, those that don't know, yours truly teaches at a college. To be specific, the class is first year seminar. Not a fancy class. It's a class that's designed to help you get you adjusted to college life, right? And this leads into Animal Crossing for a split second. The Nintendo Direct wasn't oh wait, I can't read today. The Nintendo Direct wasn't it side eye because there was a lot. Oh, okay, that's good to know, Jenny. So I'm not gonna watch it then, because I only saw the Pokemon Ditto thing. Just the bar and the gulp. Sword, how you doing? The one with the Ditto was an interesting one. Brittany. So those that don't know, I teach at the college level. I hope y'all are doing well. I designed this to showcase in my classroom thing, and it looked amazing in my opinion on this screen, right? Until you see it on a classroom board. I was like, it could use a little work. So this was my welcome to first year seminar class for my 18-year-old students. I'm gonna keep that up just for listening. Y'all absorb what's on the screen. That's my character. That's my fire. That's Lucky. Now you all know Animal Crossing. I assumed the whole world knew about Animal Crossing. Because like during COVID. So what happened was on the first day of class, when that was up, I was getting my room prepped. I was getting the tables arranged. I was getting the chairs arranged. Hey, it's Dom. Where's my trash can? I need my trash can. So we can throw away stuff. I think it was somewhere over here. So first day of classroom, I was getting my room prepped, right? You know, just like any other teacher. They get the room prepped, get the room nice and set up. My class starts out 1:30. At 1:25, that's when I was like, all right, students will show up in a bit, yada yada. My room is freezing. Those that are not in Connecticut or in the Northeast, the temperatures have switched now to the point where it went from blistering heat to y'all better get ready for winter mode. And for some reason, the air conditioning in my classroom is on full blast. To give you an idea, temperature-wise in Fahrenheit, I felt like it was 40, maybe 35 in my room. So in Celsius, I'm guessing that's 10. I don't know, 15, maybe? Degrees? This is how cold my room was. So I'm trying to figure out how to turn down the thermostat in my room. I couldn't figure out at all. I was like, there's so many buttons. I was hitting everything. Turn the lights off, lock the windows, did everything but turn the temperature up or down. And Virtual Boy, why that's a waste. And the cardboard one, the kids are gonna break it. Wait, what? What? Wait, there's a virtual. What's a Virtual Boy? Finally, not 100 here, but only for 2 days. Wait, finally not 100 here. Oh, Copper. I was thinking about subscriber. I was like, I think you're above 100. Send the code here in Cali. I'm over. Oh, I'm sorry, Jenny. Yeah, it's freezing here. 5 minutes into my class, it's 1:35 at this point. There was not a single soul, not a single person was in my room. This is the first day of class. I suspect at least one student to show up. Not a single student showed up. I looked over the clock and now it's 1:40. There's a general rule in college for the most part where if it's 15 minutes and your professor doesn't show up, you leave. I was like, what's the rule for a professor? Do I wait until the end of class? Let's say it's a waste. You can look it up and watch the video. Oh man, it's always that bad. Where is the bloody trash can? So this is 10 minutes in. I haven't seen a single soul in my classroom. I can hear in the hallway other classes going on. So out of curiosity, I was like, maybe I could just like, you know, hang out in the other classroom, see what the other professors are teaching. Because some of them are first year seminar professors too. And then I noticed down the hallway, there was a class that was empty. I poked my head in. I was like, hey, are y'all missing a professor? And everyone in the class said, yeah. And they couldn't say my name strong. They were like, is this strong guy? I was like, strong? I was like, who's the strong person? And I realized I was in the wrong classroom the whole entire time. So I was like, oh crap. All right, give me a second. So I'm your professor, and I ran down to my other classroom, disconnected everything, picked up everything to drag everything over to the new class. And then as I'm getting my room set up now, my new room set up with everyone in my class is there, just staring at me. I was like, hi, I'm Trung, I'm your new professor. Hang on. I was in the wrong room. So I popped this onto the screen. Y'all, one of my students looked at this and was like, mister, it's a little bit early for Halloween. I froze and I turned around. I was like, does anybody here not know what this is? And everyone shook their head no. My students are 18 to 19. They grew up during the pandemic. I was like, had y'all not heard of Animal Crossing? One student raised their hand and said, oh, I've seen a few people play it. And one person said, no idea, but is that supposed to be you? I said, yeah. And the student said, why is your character on fire? I was like, it's next to a camp. In my head, I'm sure this was like 2 seconds, but in my head, I was like, this is very awkward right now that nobody knows this game. And then I was like, it's Animal Crossing. And then one of the boys in my class said, oh, like the Smash Brothers game where they have like this character that was like hitting people with a net. I said, yeah, that's a villager. And then the whole class went on a rant about how amazing Smash Brothers was. I was like, how did you? I was like, y'all had to hear about it. And I said, oh no, pause. Before we even talk about the class, before I even introduce myself, I just pulled up a chair and made the students get into a circle. I said, all right, what did y'all do in 2020? I said, all right, intervention, class intervention. I need to know what everyone was doing in 2020 during the pandemic. I forgot how young the class was. They are 18 right now. 2020 was 5 years ago, so they were 13. They were teenagers. They were like, "Oh, we were playing games and hanging out on FaceTime and stuff." And I was like, "Cool. What kind of games were you playing?" Fortnite, Smash Brothers, clearly, Grand Theft Auto. Not one mention of Animal Crossing. So the first 10 minutes became this marketing thing of me trying to explain what the game was to my class. And then as I'm describing the game, one of my students hilariously said, wait, so there's a raccoon that lends you money to have you try to make the island great again? I was like, oh boy. Kinda. And he's like, oh, so it's a Donald Trump game. I was like, it's not a Donald Trump game. It's not a Donald Trump game. It's not. We're moving. Roblox. That was the other one. I was like, we're changing subject. We're changing subject. All right, we're gonna switch to an icebreaker. Listen, for you to make any professor flabbergasted and lose their train of thought, I didn't know how to respond. At that point, I completely forgot I was teaching class. I genuinely forgot I was a professor for a certain point because I was just like, how did y'all know? Where were y'all in 2020? Hey, where's my bladed trash can? Where is my bladed trash can? I didn't know what to say. Yeah, some kids nowadays, they don't play a lot of console games because consoles are expensive. They play mobile games. Oh, there's my trash can. I see my trash can. I was in shock and awe is all I'm gonna say. And then I thought I was up to speed with Gen Z slang because they were saying like skibbity and a few things. I get that now. Jelly, how you doing? Jelly, I'm teaching college classes now, and one of my college classes they didn't know what Animal Crossing was. So one response to me saying like, okay, I'm not gonna give y'all homework today, but if some of you just happen to look up some Animal Crossing videos, introduce yourself to a fun, cozy world. And then one student responded to me with 2-6. I was like, what? That was the response. Me saying like there was no homework. 2-6. Anybody young in chat can tell me what the heck 2-6 means? I was genuinely so confused. And I looked it up on Google. Google did not help. Brian, how are you doing? Put that trash can in your pocket and leave it there. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta move some stuff around. So wait. We're gonna do this. What's Animal Crossing? I had homework. I had my whole syllabus lined up, ready to go. I was ready to turn a whole entire lesson into Animal Crossing. Not 2-6, 2-6. Like this. I'm gonna put in chat. Wait, can I even type in chat? My OBS chat isn't connected to live chat. The number 2 and the number 6. Someone just said in response, and then the class started laughing. They're like, yeah, 2-6, 2-6. And then half of the class literally kept saying 2-6. I was like, what is 2-6? Jenny, I was like, what the heck is 2-6? I know some of y'all are my age, some of y'all are older than me, some of y'all are younger than me. But I don't think anybody here is like, don't not say your age, like younger than 18. So I was like, what the heck is Jelly? You recently got married. So did Carly. Y'all are still young. What the heck is 2-6? What does that mean? I don't know what that. Does anybody know what 2-6 is? Google did not help. Google absolutely did not help. Hold on. We need to move around this little maze here. Husband and teacher, middle school. Let me ask. Yes, Jelly's gonna be the savior. What does it mean when the students say 2-6? This is the first I heard of it. The students were just going 2-6, mister, 2-6. I was like, what? It's this. The internet said a 700 milliliter bottle of liquor, primarily Canadian. Sproutsy, how you doing? 2-6. Yeah, 2-6 to y'all. I'm hoping it's not a curse word either. Oh man. Google's telling me it means nothing. They just say it. I heard 6-7, not 2-6. Were my students confused then? Were my students confused? I lost it. That was my first. I've taught before. I've taught kindergarten. I've taught middle school. I've taught high school. This is my first time teaching college students. Like I work with college students for years, one-on-one, but never in a classroom setting. I didn't know how to respond. Pick a dash between it. Urban Dictionary picks it up. Oh, hold on. Where's my Google Chrome here? 2-6. 2-6 on my screen is -4. He does not know 2-6. Just to let y'all know, when I type in 2-6, this is what I get. 2-6. I get a calculator, -4. And I get all this stuff here. Urban Dictionary. A 700 milliliter bottle of liquor from Kenny. That's what said and shit. I gotta ask my class. 6-7 is a lyric from a song that doesn't mean anything. Y'all think my classroom just said 2-6 to confuse me so that way I can look up 6-7? Like, just a way to mess with the professor. Listen, I'm almost 40, not there yet, but I'm like 37, turning 38 this year. I got to the point where I think I'm getting to the age where I'm genuinely confused by half the stuff what everyone says now. 6-7, 2-6. I was ready to just call it quits there and then. Oh man. Hold on, Sproutsy mentioned something to me. Hold on. Oh, Sproutsy. Sproutsy sent me the Urban Dictionary link. Thanks, Sproutsy. So young. Listen. Not young enough to understand everything that's been going on. Oh man. And then it has been in a week. I am used to streaming. I'm used to talking to folks. I'm not used to lecturing. My voice, y'all, I'm not sure y'all can hear it. It is gone. No, they're trying to be cool with one another. Not thinking of you at all, but thinking of you are the boss. The class bossed them. I did have to fix a few things. You should just throw out some of your own random numbers or say 4. What's that SpongeBob meme? I don't even know if they know that SpongeBob meme. Patrick said it to SpongeBob, or SpongeBob said it to Patrick. You know what's funnier than 24? Was it 25? I'm about to start doing that. How old we feel with these slang. Lord have mercy. Hot honey, what? Wait, what did I say? Hot honey? Well, I came to learn because I taught 2 classes in a row. Because we did have a follow-up class this week too. Is my voice is not designed at the moment to teach, stream, and talk to students on a regular basis. Oh my god. My voice is gone. Oh, is that what Sproutsy? Is that what you mean? In response to me saying that, my brain is not braining. It's a seminar. You don't have to lecture. Just make them do interactive things. Oh, Sproutsy, I got. Y'all, can y'all want to check out my syllabus? Hold on. Chat taught me hot water and honey. Duly noted. That's what I'm gonna get for my tea. Inside joke that makes them feel powerful. Okay, so y'all are more up to speed than I am. Christian, I got something to say to you. 2-6, 2-6, Christian. If you know what that means, please let me know. Oh man, but yeah, I feel that sometimes I have to talk all day and work and stream. After that, I'm like, yeah, my throat, my throat. Oh man, my throat. Wait, I need to go down here to get. Once this is all cleared up, I cannot wait to have y'all over because I think this is gonna be the last and final event for my Animal Crossing stuff in general. Because by that point, we're moving on to Pokemon Ditto. And I'm hoping it's multiplayer. Did they announce that during the trailer? Because I didn't watch the whole thing. Is that game supposed to be multiplayer or is that going to be a single player game? Does anybody have the inside scoop for that? But my class, what I'm going to do is actually make it interactive. There is going to be a game where they're going to have to run around campus. I'm going to buy two pizza, like two personal sizes of pizza, and split the kids into teams of two. The first team to actually capture and go on a scavenger hunt, they are gonna get the two pizzas. Christian, thank you for becoming a member. I wish I could see on my screen which member you became, but regardless, much appreciated, Christian. I hope you're doing well. My OBS is not working properly. My OBS is not working properly, so I can't see. It looks like it's multiplayer, and I think they said it and eventually share with. Oh, y'all. Hold on. If y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, we are going to be switching to an Animal Crossing channel. I mean, we are. We're going to be switching temporarily to a Pokemon channel until the new Animal Crossing release. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, hold on. Direct Pokemon Ditto. It's a milestone. Oh, thank you for the milestone. Listen, I can't see anything. This is going to be our focus. Hold on. This right here. Hold on. Let me make sure the volume's not gonna blast you all in the ear. Well, let me make sure it doesn't blast you all in the ear. I think everyone's gonna stream this game. I think you can probably hear it subtly. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just realized I have the music going and not this. All right, there we go. For those that didn't watch the game, let me lower the volume just a smidge there. Yeah. For everyone that missed chat earlier, when I first saw this, I generally thought this part here, I'm gonna rewind it for a second. I thought this was gonna be leading into Animal Crossing. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be leading right into Animal Crossing. Pokopia. I keep saying the Ditto game. I'm gonna keep calling it the Ditto game. 5 months. Oh shit! 5 months. Girl, we're almost halfway through. I genuinely thought this was Animal Crossing until I saw the Pokeball, and then I got sad for a second. I genuinely thought it was Animal Crossing. So excited. I'm guessing we're gonna get some kind of backstory. Something happened to the trainer, and Ditto is on its own island.
This land is just waiting to be shaped.
Okay, I'm gonna just say something right now. Y'all don't know or haven't kept up with the news. Nintendo sued Palworld, right, for copyright. Respectfully, I'm gonna say right now, I think Minecraft should sue Nintendo.
Buy a Ditto.
Tell me this is
like
not
a human.
Minecraft.
And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's
With a
Bulbasaur,
Pokemon spin to it.
grass-type Pokemon.
It's adorable. Well, all I'm gonna say, this is really similar to Minecraft.
What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
I'm not gonna lie, that's cool. I saw that, I was like, oh, you get to be the Pokemon.
By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy.
I really wonder if they're gonna let us customize our character, or Ditto's just default to this look. That's a hot take. I honestly think Minecraft should pursue legal actions against Nintendo, especially since Nintendo pursued legal actions against Palworld. Because the difference between Palworld and Pokemon was, you know, it was kind of similar to Pokemon, but kind of different. This here is kind of Minecraft and kind of different. But this is actually really cute, though.
As nature flourishes,
I'm guessing
so do the
Charmander is
Pokemon.
going to cut down the grass. So I'm guessing Hitmonchan, with his powers, he can break the stones, right? Scyther is to... Wait, what was Scyther doing? Was he... Oh, Scyther was cutting trees. So I'm guessing Charmander is to burn down the little grass.
collect rocks and wood to build with.
Animal Crossing. And Minecraft, just saying.
till the fields and grow
Stardew Valley.
delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokemon you meet. There's so much to do here.
Oh my god, I'm really excited, especially if they open it up to multiplayer. Y'all, if we have multiplayer, oh, we're gonna be running so many events. I'm not into Minecraft. I played Minecraft for a little bit. I think what happened was Minecraft was very chonky and blocky. This doesn't give me that same vibe. So many references.
No need to rush.
Pokemon Disney Dreamlight Valley, y'all.
Go at your own pace. And you'll have a wonderful space before you know it.
That gave me Dinkum vibes. I don't know why. That right there gave me Dinkum vibes. Oh, the lag. This is definitely gonna have to be on the Switch too. Like, I don't think it's regular Switch can't handle this. I love there's a Snorlax blocking the way.
Pokemon Pokopia.
What I'm really curious is if you can change the environment fully like Animal Crossing. There it is, 2 Dittos. Wait, there's 2 Dittos? Wait, where? You saw 2 Dittos? Where'd you see 2 Dittos? We saw 2 Dittos. Now, Dinkum will be on the Switch. You could also do multiplayer. Yeah! Everything's coming to the Switch. I don't have the Switch 2 yet. I need to get the Switch 2. I genuinely do need to get the Switch 2. I wish I could port this island over to the Switch 2 too. I wonder if you can get shiny Pokemon too. If you can... Oh, Jenny! I hope they have shiny ones in there. Could you imagine? Oh, you can trade Pokemon with each other too? Male character and lady character in the same screen. Oh! My god. Star chart. I didn't even notice that. Character over here. Character over here. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Not gonna lie. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for this game. The Ditto game. Shiny hunt in this game. Oh, this is like our temporary like Animal Crossing spin-off until we get Animal Crossing with Pokemon. That's where I'm getting the idea of multiplayer. I really hope there are shiny Pokemon. You know what would be fun? To keep the game alive and make it feel alive, they should have Team Rocket show up from time to time and just ruin the island. Just to keep your, like, you have to have your Pokemon battle if needed to. I don't know if they're gonna add in. I'm looking at the screen, the pictures right now. I'm trying to see if they will add in battling, or do you think they'll just make it into like a cozy game? I don't have to switch to either yet, and Dinkum looks fun. I know Dinkum can run on the regular Switch, but look at our Animal Crossing islands. How much the game lags with just Animal Crossing. Imagine that with Dinkum graphics. Say less if we can get Shiny Hunt. I'm going for that. Imagine if you can hop on like instead of Dodo Airlines, you can go to what you call it? You can go to hop on a Pidgeot or Corviknight or something, and just go Pokemon hunting. That game is gonna be a blast. I know everybody's gonna be streaming that game the day that thing comes out, including me. Like your whole entire feed, everyone's subscription feed is gonna be nothing but Pokemon. Or what's that called again? Pokopia, the Ditto game. The Ditto game. Oh, I just hope it's not one of those games where it's multiplayer on one console. You know, where you can play with your brother or sister next to you in person, local play only. Hold on, I still have space. But I hope you all are doing well. We are back, by the way, to our regular Saturday schedule. Now that my Saturdays are done with in terms of working. What happens is at the college, for anyone that's curious, at a college you have to start recruiting, and it's all hands on deck for recruitment. So I met some interesting folks. There was this student I met from South America, like the deep south, as in like next to Antarctica. He was fascinated that we have squirrels up here. So talking to the student, he told me that apparently in his area, in the south part of I can't speak, in the southern tip of South America, his village, he has nothing but penguins waddling around. Everybody within earshot stopped talking and started listening to his conversation. He was like, yeah, the penguins, they just waddle around, go into the road whenever they want. They would just go up to your porch, sometimes just sleep there. And every single person in the room was like, I want penguins instead of squirrels. Like, can you imagine just walking into the front street and just see penguins just... Nice, at least I cannot wait to relax on Saturdays with y'all again. Penguins, newt newt. Wait, is that the sound of penguins supposed to be like? Newt newt. So cool to me. Here's the thing working in my college. I only speak this as your Northeastern Hawaiian American. As a kid, I was told America was the best country on the face of this planet. I was told in America it's number one for a whole bunch of reasons, right? And to a certain extent, it's pretty good for certain things. But once you start traveling, you start talking to people outside the country. So my non-American friends in chat, you quickly learn that there are just certain things outside the country I wish America would do better with. Where my grandma, there are wild deers everywhere, so she would leave out fruit scraps for them. Oh my god. We have like one deer in the neighborhood. I would love to see wild deers everywhere. I don't know the YouTube channel name. He's been showing up on my Instagram a lot. There's this random guy with tattoos. And for some reason, I call him the king of deers. There's maybe, I want to say like 24 deers in his Instagram feed or TikTok or whatever it was. He does nothing but just walk outside this garage, and all the deers will come out and start eating the corn in the sand. I don't know how I got recommended the channel, but every single day on my feed, that's how I start my day now when I wake up in the morning. Instagram, local deer. I'm not gonna lie though, if there was a bunch of deer or a bunch of penguins, I would turn that into a daily like Instagram post too. We have rattlesnake and scorpions. I know that's supposed to be scary, but I low-key would love to see that. I would love to just hold one. Actually, I would love to hold both of them. Just to see what they feel like. Would I get bitten and stabbed? Probably. But I would still love to get to just hold one. Hold on. We have more stuff, right? Alright. We can take down stuff. I have nothing here. Just bugs and the neighbor's cats that have beef with each other. I know. Hold on. Do y'all have those annoying bugs? What are the bugs called? They look really pretty. Well, I know you're supposed to kill them. What was it called? They're not flies. Something flies. They're black, but then when they open up their wings to go flying, they turn red. I'm making a route, but copper. I've been making so many routes in my area. Because I know eventually they're gonna release shiny Zygarde. For those that don't know what Copper's talking about, in Pokemon Go, you can create routes essentially where people that play the game can follow the same route you take. Some of them are scenic, some of them are exercise, some of it just to grind out stuff and make it short. By the way, if anybody plays Pokemon Go, let me know. I am currently attempting to get to level 50. I don't think I'll make it to level 50 by October 15th. What bug are those? Hold on, y'all have to know what I'm talking about, right? Anybody here from the East Coast? There are special bugs. Oh darn, I'm not. It says start record. I think you might have to end stream, Copper, and just do the route. Because I know Pokemon Go is a little finagly. There's the trash can. So that was my first day of class. Second day of class, a professor and I decided to swap classrooms because she loves the freezing cold and I would like the heat. Yeah, I'm not making the level 50 by then. Brittany, wait, what level are you, Brittany? Because I got to 49. I'm 8 million in. Those that don't play Pokemon Go, to catch you up to speed. Level 50 is the max level in the game. But what the new owners of Pokemon Go, because it was regionally sold from Niantic to Scopely, they decided to announce that they are going to increase the level from 50 to 80. And they're going to scale everyone's level. So what that means essentially is that any rewards you earn from getting to level 50 at this point is going to be like an old school keepsake. So those items won't be available anymore. So everyone has to try to push their level as much as possible. Issue is, for me, from level 49 to 50, someone did the math out, it's the same time as it takes to get from level 1 to 49. And they're removing this limit on October 15th. So wherever you are on October 15th, your level is going to go up automatically on that day, but every single reward you would have earned up to that point will no longer be available. I'm at 8 million in, and I think to get to 50, you need a total of 30 million. I don't think I'm going to get that 22 million experience. Brittany's level 41, never mind. Brittany, good luck on getting to 43. 43, you get a cool pose. I don't know what bugs you're talking about. Hold on, let me see if I can find those bugs. What's it called? Lantern flies. These are the things you're supposed to... These are the things. They look really pretty. They look really, really pretty. But what happens is they're invasive species. They eat wood and stuff. Like every time you see them, you're supposed to squeeze them. But yeah, they eat trees. They eat everything. And there's like no natural predator for them at all. So they've just been like, you know, doing the adult thing and making more babies. I was home yesterday. I went out to take out the trash. One cat would walk down the sidewalk. Then another cat who's across the street run up to the other cat and start. Jenny, where do you live? What? Star Chart. I'm not even. Star Chart. Are you level 41 as well? So watch the whole thing happen in front of me. I was so confused. Who has beef with who? I'm at level 36. Oh, Star Chart. I think you should try, Carly, if you can, aim for level 40. Because 40, I think you unlock something. I know 43, you get something. Squeeze them. I think you're supposed to step on them. That's what I've been doing, just stepping on them. I've never seen one of those in upstate. Oh, Brittany, they're about to come your way. Because they were around in Connecticut, I think, last year. Like, I only saw like 1 or 2. But now I see a bunch. So I'm assuming they're heading up towards Mass, New York, like upper New York, and probably Vermont and New Hampshire eventually. But they're coming. But that's why it's just been like a on-site squish thing. Hold on. What else do we have? What's in the way? Oh, there's a bush here. So you're supposed to, you know, squeeze those bugs. So, back to my school. I've been... How can I... Hold on, I'm going to give y'all a visual. You know how every single campus on college, they have different buildings, right? So, for example, this tree here could be like the College of Engineering. This building here is like the main library, right? This tree here could be like the College of Health Science, yada yada. I learned accidentally that there is a hidden secret underground basement pathway that connects all the different buildings to each other on my campus. And those hallways are normally locked, so nobody accidentally walks into them. And they're deep underground. Like, they're so deep underground that you have no cell phone coverage. Me in my idiocy was curious, like a cat. What's that old expression? Curiosity killed a cat. I decided to wander down the hallway because the door was open. I was like, oh, look, I never seen this door. Nobody told me in the 3 years I worked at the school that you're not supposed to go down this hallway. So I wandered. And I wandered. I was like, oh, look at all this old stuff. Clearly, nobody's been down here for a while because there was literally a few millimeters of dust collecting on everything. I never seen one of those in upstate New York. Oh yeah, I think I read that already. I could try just catch some Psyducks in tubes. Star Chart, wherever we see each other, I caught a shiny Starduck in a tube. If you want one, I will trade it to you. I live in a quiet neighborhood of old folks. These two cats have just been having fights for fun. God, Jenny. Well, I got something to say to that in a second, Jenny, after this basement thing. I'm gonna keep it real short and simple for y'all. In the basement that has been dusty, right? I was just wandering around this creepy old area. Not a single soul. And mind you, the campus is alive. Everyone is walking about above me. You can't hear any footsteps though. But I know there were students walking around above ground. I was like, what the heck is all this? I keep wandering. And then eventually got to the point where I was wandering to the point where I need to use the bathroom. And guess what? I saw a bathroom. But like a minute later, I saw a bathroom. I was like, oh, sweet. Let me go in. Who built a bathroom where the door locks automatically from the outside? That I have a question for any engineers in chat and building design people. Who built a bathroom where the door automatically locks from the outside and you cannot lock it from the inside, unlock it from the inside? There was no cell phone service. I started tapping on the window. Thankfully, with my dumb luck, there was a security officer following me. He was trying to get my attention, but I was not listening because I had headphones on. And he saw me walk into the bathroom. He opened the door for me. This was like, I was locking there for maybe a minute. He opened the door and started laughing in my face so hard. He's like, Trong, why did you go down there? I was like, the door was locked. The hallway was locked. I was curious. And then he gave me a tour of the whole entire place. Apparently, it was like a big, giant underground labyrinth in case of an emergency where you need to move students from building to building. I was like, oh, that's cool. But you should definitely keep that door locked, considering everything that happened to me. So, back to Jenny's story about the cats. I have been... Y'all ever just scroll onto Instagram and see some stuff that normally isn't recommended to you? And normally you only see the stuff like after you scroll for like 10 solid minutes. Because the algorithm's like, all right, I think we're done recommending you puppies at this point. Or video game stuff. You clearly need different type of entertainment, right? There's this guy I found related to Jenny. He would strap these tiny little cameras to his cats, and just let them run around because he has outside cats and see how the cat's days are. Every single time he strapped a camera to a cat, this cat, for some reason, to Jenny's story, would go around the neighborhood and hunt specifically one other cat, and they would fight. And I don't know what, and no, he and none of the viewers know what the beef is with this cat, but it will hunt down one specific orange cat every single time to just paw it, pow, 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 pow. And then they would chase the whole entire time. Whoever made those kind of doors, I hope your pillow is warm on both sides. Jenny. Oh my god, that is the worst wish you could wish on somebody. Listen, I don't know if y'all have that same issue I do, or Jenny does too. But you know, like you like that nice cold pillow, and then after your head's on it for a while, you can, if you're at that nice half sleepy state, you can quickly flip your pillow on the other side, and you get that nice cold breeze before you fall asleep. Oh, that's chef's kiss. But it sucks to have your pillow warm. Yes, Instagram does that to me too. There are some, if y'all just scroll on Instagram, you are gonna get recommended some weird stuff at certain points. Like one time, I was laughing at this because I was thinking of it as I read the comment. There's this guy that looks almost like Michael Jackson, and now that I know who he was, I was thinking in my head, I was like, wow, did I scroll enough that I scrolled up to heaven and I'm here watching Michael Jackson dance again? Because it's a more modern version. It was just a guy that looks like him and apparently imitates him. But you just see some interesting stuff if you kept scrolling on Instagram. If Instagram's still a thing. At this point, I don't know what the newest, latest crave of social media. I think Instagram's still a thing, unless kids these days have switched to a whole different platform. Wait, what time is it? Okay, we're on a time crunch. Those that came in late, I have to take my dog to the vet. Oh, she's watching me. Sorry, the VET to get her glands expressed. Funny thing to my story, one of them is an orange cat. The orange cat is a tuxedo. The cat that he puts the camera on, Jenny, is a tuxedo cat. Oh yeah, she's okay, Brittany. If you ever see your dogs, I think this is predominantly for female dogs. I don't know if this applies to male dogs. If you ever see the dogs do the butt scooch thingy, you know, where they're like sitting with their butts on the floor and scooching with their front legs. For female dogs, I don't know if it's male. You have to check this one. I think it's usually a sign that their anal glands are get full. And what happens is normally vet information for everybody. When dogs poop, I guess most animals, I don't think it for us though, but when most animals poop, they would squeeze their anal glands in the back rear end to leave a scent behind. And my dog, for some reason, she doesn't squeeze her anal glands. So you could do it home manually, but I'm not doing that. So I take my dog to a vet to have it professionally done. It's like once every month and a half or 2 months is needed. It's for both males and female. Oh, okay. I guess it's a universal fight. Chetty. Wait, where's my trash can again? Oh, there it is. So it just has to get that done. If not, it gets uncomfortable and it could lead to an infection eventually. Bluetooth connection to fight orange cats and Tito. Oh man, I've seen that before with one of the dogs I used to. He did that movement. Oh man, yeah. And then she would just lick her lips and stare at me. I was like, hold on, I know it's the time. It's the time. And speaking of time, it is the time. All right, y'all. It's a short stream, but next week I am. How much of the island? Can we get everyone over here next week to actually dig up rocks, dig up plants? I think that we're gonna try to do a community cleanup next week. If anyone's up for coming over, dusting off the Nintendo Switch in years and months. While y'all clean up, I'm gonna try and clean up the floor. And I'm gonna try and do this much as possible. But y'all are the best. Thank you for everyone renewing their memberships. Thank you for everyone that subscribed today. And thank you for bearing with me that my chat's not working. But next stream, next Saturday, will be at 11 o'clock and much longer than today's stream. Barry, everything goes okay with the vet. Star Chart, congrats again for the 100 subs. Everyone, you all are the best. I got stories for you. I just got to write them down because I completely forgot. Over 1 billion things. Well, realistically, maybe 8 things happened this week. And this week, I forgot half of the stories to share with you all. It was a chaotic week in terms of good news, bad news. The Ditto game I'm excited for. Catch y'all next Saturday though. Bye. And hopefully I remember everything.